Remember when your weekly supermarket shop felt like a victory? When fresh produce stayed fresh past Wednesday, meat didn't turn gray overnight, and British labels actually meant British farms, not Romanian warehouses with Union Jacks slapped on for marketing. Those days are vanishing. The British supermarket industry has become a race to the bottom. Private equity takeovers prioritizing profit extraction over safety, fake discounts manipulating families during cost of living crises, and quality cuts destroying your health and wallet. We've analyzed Food Standards Agency recall databases, which, satisfaction surveys, competition and markets authority pricing investigations, and thousands of verified shopper complaints. Today we expose 8 worst UK supermarkets you should never shop at, and 2 actually worth your money. Will your local store survive? Or is it poisoning your trolley while smiling at checkout? Countdown starts at number 8. Number 8. Asda. Fake discount. King caught red-handed. Once the working family's champion. Save money, live better. But after the Isa Brothers 2021 takeover, everything changed. 2023 Competition and Markets Authority report, Asda named worst offender for misleading pricing. Items on sale never sold at supposed original prices. That's not value. That's systematic deception targeting desperate families. Food safety disasters stack up. 2022 Salmonella in own-brand chicken. 2023 Listeria in coleslaw. Multiple undeclared allergens risking fatal anaphylaxis. One incident? Unfortunate. Multiple years. Dangerous pattern revealing collapsed quality control. Asset stripping scandal. Isa Brothers sold Asda's petrol stations to their own company EG Group, transferring assets while loading supermarket with billions in debt. Manchester Evening News 2024. Staff morale collapsed. Toxic atmosphere. Extreme cost-cutting leaving shelves empty and hygiene slipping. Verdict. When supermarkets prioritize billionaire profit extraction over shopper safety, everyone loses except the owners. Number 7. Morrisons. Farm pride, destroyed by private equity. Built reputation on difference. Owned farms, employed real butchers and fishmongers, baked fresh bread in store. Felt like traditional British food still mattered. Then private equity struck. 2021 leveraged buyout. Clayton de Billiere and Rice bought Morrisons for £7 billion, immediately loading it with massive debt. By 2023, The Guardian reported Morrisons drowning under £6.6 billion debt, highest of any UK supermarket. When companies are leveraged that hard, cuts don't come from executive bonuses. They come from quality, staff, everything that made Morrisons special. Customer satisfaction crashed. Institute of Customer Service data shows steepest decline 2022 to 2024 of any major retailer. Why? Former staff reveal in-store bakeries now just reheat frozen industrial dough. Famous butcher counters replaced by anonymous pre-packed meat from central facilities. Verdict: Morrisons was the antidote to industrialized food. Now it's becoming exactly what it stood against. Northern charm? Just marketing while private equity extracts profit. Quick engagement check. Drop 6 in comments if you're finding this valuable. Helps algorithms show this investigation to more families who need truth. Your support lets us keep exposing what's really happening with British food. Back to countdown. Number 6. Co-op. Ethical mask hiding exploitation. 175 years built on ethics, community ownership, doing right by people. Positioned as moral alternative to ruthless corporations. The store with conscience. Reality? Supposed ethical retailer with profoundly unethical problems. Abandoning poor communities. Times investigation found 2018 to 2023. Co-op closed more stores in high deprivation areas than any major chain. So much for People's Supermarket. Price gouging scandal. Which? 2023 investigation, basket of 48 items cost £71.70 at Co-op versus £56.53 at Aldi. That's 27% markup. Convenience stores cost more, understood. But marketing yourself as ethical community champion while charging poorest customers highest prices in closing stores where they're needed most. That's not ethics. That's exploitation wearing friendly green logo. Verdict: Co-op talks beautifully about values. Actions tell opposite story about who they serve and abandon when margins tighten. Number 5. Sainsbury's, Premium Illusion Factory. Once pride of British supermarkets, synonymous with quality and trust. Your grandparents' Sainsbury's. Today's version? Shadow playing perception games while gutting substance. Job cuts while CEO profits. April 2024 announced 1,500 job cuts, while CEO Simon Roberts took 4.9 million pay package. Destroying livelihoods while top exec takes nearly £5 million. British Retail Consortium data systematically slashed in-store staff 2019 to 2024, replacing human expertise with self-checkouts. Own brand scandal buried. 2023 grocer investigation revealed Sainsbury's Taste the Difference, premium products manufactured in same factories, same recipes, same ingredients as budget basics range. Only difference, packaging and 40% price markup. Not offering choice, manufacturing illusion to justify higher prices for identical products. Verdict, not trustworthy British institution anymore. Another soulless corporate machine prioritizing shareholders over families keeping tills ringing. Number 4. Tesco. Horsemeat legacy never dies the giant. £1 of every £3 grocery spend in Britain goes to Tesco. With that power comes responsibility. Tesco's repeatedly shown it's more interested in profits than people. Horsegate 2013. Center of UK's biggest food scandal when beef products tested at 29% horse meat. Not traces, nearly one-third horse. Families feeding children products labeled British beef, with no clue what they actually ate. Guardian investigation revealed Tesco's obsessive cost-cutting and supplier squeeze created exact conditions making fraud inevitable. Safety failures continue. 2016 to 2020, fined £300,000 after admitting health and safety failings killing 2 employees. Health and safety executive found systemic management failures. 2024 pricing scandal. CMA investigated Tesco for potentially misleading shoppers with fake promotions during cost of living crisis. Club card pricing scheme. Inflate prices, discount back to normal, create illusion of savings when you're just paying what items should cost anyway. Verdict. Too big, too powerful, too disconnected. Market dominance doesn't equal trust, often means opposite. Number 3. Iceland. Ultra-processed poverty trap. Markets itself as budget savior for struggling families. That's why mums go to Iceland. But what are you actually buying? Ultra-processed empire. Food Foundation 2023 analysis. Iceland has highest percentage ultra-processed foods of any major UK supermarket. 75+ % of range. Freezers packed with products so loaded with additives, emulsifiers, preservatives that calling them food feels generous. Illusion of value exposed. Which? 2024 investigation? Week of Iceland ready meals for family of 4. £87 versus £64 for healthier home-cooked meals using Aldi ingredients. Iceland isn't saving money, trapping families in expensive, nutritionally bankrupt cycle while making them feel smart and thrifty. Broken environmental promises. Despite 2018 pledge to eliminate plastic packaging from own brand by 2023, Greenpeace 2024 reported virtually zero progress. Corporate greenwashing. Verdict, not budget savior. Expensive junk food disguised as thrift, trapping desperate families. Number 2. Lidl. Recall champion nobody expected. Brilliant marketing positioned Lidl as British farming champion, disruptor saving families, efficient European model. Scratch surface, very different reality. False British farming claims, Farmers Weekly. 2024 investigation found Lidl sources significantly less British produce than claimed, frequently importing cheaper Eastern European alternatives while using misleading British flags and branding. Quality control disaster. FSA data 2022 to 2024. Lidl issued most product recalls of any major UK supermarket. Glass in baby food. Metal in salads. Undeclared allergens risking death. One incident? Bad luck. Topping charts yearly? Systemic safety culture failure. Verdict: not hero disruptor. Corporate giant exploiting low Eastern European wages, misleading customers, cutting safety corners to keep prices low and margins high. Number 1. B&M Bargains. Food safety disaster zone. Absolute worst place to spend money on food in Britain. Technically variety discount store, but millions use B&M as primary food source believing they're getting bargains. They're not. They're being exploited. Expired food scandal. Trading Standards 2023 investigation. B&M had highest rates of products past best before dates, still on shelves of any UK retailer. Hygiene violations. FSA 2024 flagged multiple stores for serious concerns, several receiving 1 to 2-star hygiene ratings, lowest possible before forced closure. Refrigeration failures, pest problems, storage violations. Dumping ground reality. B&M inventory consists of surplus stock, discontinued products, items approaching expiration rejected by mainstream retailers. Former staff described storage as appalling. Refrigerated items left unrefrigerated, stock rotation ignored, temperature controls not monitored. Which, 2024, ranked B&M dead, last for customer satisfaction among all UK food retailers. Concerns about quality, freshness, safety, trust. Verdict: not helping struggling families. Profiting from desperation by selling bottom of barrel at prices that only look like bargains until food poisoning hits. But 2 supermarkets, actually worth your loyalty. Number 2, Best M&S, expensive but honest. Consistently highest food quality in independent testing. Strictest supply chain standards. Unlike others cutting corners, M&S increased quality controls recently. Institute of Customer Service 2024. Highest satisfaction for food quality 8th consecutive year. Avoided major scandals, recalls, safety failures plaguing others. Lowest recall rate in industry. That's standards, not luck. Still British-owned, no private equity debt bomb. Verdict: pay more upfront, never worry about horse meat or poisoning. True value. Number 1. Best, Aldi, best value without compromise. Which consistently ranks Aldi cheapest supermarket. 2024 analysis. Shopping Aldi versus traditional chains saves average family £1,500 yearly. Red Tractor Meat. Produce beats premium supermarkets in blind tests. Oxfam. Best supply chain ethics. Staff pay £11.40 to £12.40 per hour versus £10.50 elsewhere. Lowest FSA recalls, similar to M&S at fraction of price. Verdict: German efficiency, British quality. Only chain consistently doing it right. The uncomfortable truth? British supermarkets race to bottom. Private equity takeovers, fake discounts. Horse meat, listeria, metal shards, ultra-processed junk marketed as thrift. But you're not powerless. Every trolley's a vote. Every purchase a choice about standards you'll accept. Accept horse meat and burgers? Expired B&M dairy? Lidl glass and baby food? Or demand better? Action steps. Switch 30% spending to Aldi/M&S next month. Check every deal against price tracking apps. Read ingredients before trusting brands. Report safety concerns to FSA. Power's always been yours. Use it. Which shocked you most? Your supermarket on list? Drop number below. Thanks for watching. Demand better food, support better stores, never settle for poison pretending to be savings.